using Compoundized Vivillon, one of my absolute favorite sets, and we're going to be basically using a strategy from the 2017 season with it that you don't really see that often anymore, and hopefully it works. So let's go into it. Look at me not even explaining the strategy. The strategy is that we have a Choice Scarf on our Vivillon. So when we lead Choice Scarf Vivillon and Iron Hands, we can go Fake Out, Sleep Powder into something you normally wouldn't be able to Sleep Powder. You Fake Out the slower one, you Sleep Powder the faster one, or whichever one's more of a threat. Next turn, you Sleep Powder the other one and Belly Drum. And then you win the game. I mean, Vivillon's still really good here. You can just Hurricane the Ogre Pawn. Do it. So I'll do it. Vivillon action. Holy shit. That's what we're doing today. I'm gonna do the strat. It's probably not right. We probably would get more value out of going Vivillon Flutter here. We probably would get more value out of Vivillon Flutter, but I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna go my Urshi. I think Urshi's actually a good mon here. And then we need like one mon that says, hey, teacher, leave them kids alone. I mean, I guess it could be Torn. I'm torn as to what I need. I'm gonna bring Flutter. If Vivillon doesn't work here, we gonna be bad. we gonna be down bad, sad. And so let's see how this one's gonna go down. Vivillon. Let's see if it can work. What do you guys think? You guys think Vivillon's gonna work? I think Vivillon could work. I think that probably like Indie stuff is probably not the greatest matchup for us. This isn't even like Tail Room either. I actually really like what they're doing here. I really like that they have the balls to like put Shenpao on like their Trick Room team. We can stop one of these Pokemon. We can stop one of these Pokemon. Just one. Who do we stop? I think you'd be better off to force the Follow Me in case they wanted to Psychic. So we're gonna click Sleep Powder there. And then, dude, I'm just gonna click the button, bro. What are you gonna do? You're gonna click Trick Room? Fucking be my guest. Be my guest. Sleep Powder. Yo! Are you clicking Psychic, bro? Don't kill me, though. Don't kill me. I need half my health to actually make this work. The BD! They're clicking Trick Room with the NDD! Oh my gosh. Brian. Maximizing his attack stat just for you guys. Look at this Brian hands. Trick Room. Yo! I should underspeed you. Alright, so what we do in this exact situation is we actually KO the Oranguru, in my opinion, and we Sleep Powder the NDD. I think I might even Terrastalize my Iron Hands this turn just so I don't get bodied. But like, NDD's either protecting, swapping, or attacking. And if I go Sleep Powder here and like a Terrastalize here, we should just be able to Drain Punch Oko the Oranguru, I think, and get some absolute massive value out of this. Yo. And we want the entity to actually use an attack. Like if they click Follow Me here, like I don't really care, you know? Because that would make it so we just like with Iron Hands first. So let's see what happens here. If they're even sashed. Asleep, there we go. Oranguru tried to get cute. It tried to get cute. Drain Punch. Dunzo. Dunzo Bozo. So like I said, the entity's gonna be able to use an attack here. I don't even know if it's really like gonna do anything, because then it's gonna go to sleep and it won't be able to follow me, and then we just pop the rest of their mons off with Iron Hands. Dazzling Gleam. Dude, you need more hatred, entity. Sleep Powder. Remember, since they already attacked, value has been made. I think the only way in which we get real sad here is if like Blood Moon comes out and goes for like a weird Terra. That is probably the only way that we get real sad. Like, if they have, like, Ghost Terra, is that enough for me to hit the NDD? I think it actually is. Like, we're going to go for a Sleep Powder into that Blood Moon spot, and I'm just going to Drain Punch the NDD. Because NDD can't protect itself. It's already asleep. It has to be asleep this turn. We're going to get this guy off the board. Show me that Ghost Terra. Show me not taking the bait. I'm not taking the bait, bro. You could do whatever you want. Ghost Terra, it's almost like I play the game. Professional, Butterfly Master Extraordinaire. That's a +1. We're out here. We need to protect like I care. Attack like I care. I don't even care. Hyper Voice should be able to KO the Vivillon here, and that's fine. We just want Brian Hands to go up to full, and then the next turn, we can just go for the Thunder Punch, because you're no longer a ground type. So we're going to... Oh, they got the Throat Spray, too. Not bad. Oh, we could actually just bring an Urshifu and just be like... That's actually not bad either. Oh, that's so much damage, bro. Brian going all the way back up. Dude, that's so value. This person's like, yo, but my trick room. And I'm like, how about you trick these, bro? Let's see. What do we really want? I think you go Vivillon here. Not Vivillon, sorry. I'm going to save the Urshifu till maybe after some of that stuff's over. I can just bring out the Flutter Mane here. I think Flutter Mane's fine. Because it's Sash, so it's going to always have some value. Okay. They got that Fire Pawn. I'm going to hit that Fire Pawn, I think. Let me actually just look at this. 2 turns left on terrain. You can go for a big Blood Moon here. I don't know if that kills me, though. It probably does, but, like... Does this KO you back? It might. I'm going to do it. I'm going to Shadow Ball there, and I'm going to Drain Punch here. I think that might be the best play. Let's try it. Because I would hate for them to protect with their Blood Moon or Ursaluna and just, like, bonk hammer me with that Ogre Pawn over there. And I feel like even if you have, like, the +1 special attack, the Blood Moon might not kill me. You also have to respect Flutter. Yeah, and we got Dat Sash. We got Dat Sash. They're like, what? Sash, Flutter, and Belly Drum hands with Vivillon? What even is this? What even is this? How you doing? We're absolutely flawless. 100% win rating right now. With Sash Flutter Mane. With Iron Hands Vivillon today. And we should be able to get these W's right here. That's a lot of damage. So next turn, they're donezo. And yeah, they click Hyper Voice, but like we have an Urshifu in the back, so we are good to go. Let me just realistically think about every single bad situation that could happen here. We're going to have to Sucker Punch, I think, with that Urshi to avoid the... to avoid the potential Vacuum Wave if they crit Hyper Voice in the Iron Hands. Alright, Iron Hands is fine. Dude, we're thick. We got thick Iron Hands. And it feels so good. KOing a Blood Moon Ursaluna with an electric attack. Like, dude, we got a Belly Drum off. Yeah, so we got that big Belly Drum. So we take those wins. It worked. It's almost like I played the game. That's what we like to see. First game wins up. Oh, what is this? Jugulus. Yo, what's up with these people trying to use Jugulus recently, dude? Iron Jugulus, yeah. Some things should just be left in the builder, I think. That being said, Sableye is a little bit weird. Don't really like seeing that guy all that often. I'm going to lead Urshifu. Do I want to lead Urshi Flutter? Is that good? No, I like this lead. This is fine. Here we go. Something's happening here. Something's happening here. They're trying to pull something over us. They obviously have Gravity. They obviously have Hypnosis Ninetales. They got the Fake Out on the Iron Hands. They got the Jugulus for maybe some Tailwind. I wonder if it's going to be like Ice Terra. I will acknowledge your request for Jugulus if you have Ice Terra. Because that'd be cool. Not just because Ice is cool. It'd be cool because it mitigates damage to physical attacks. Didn't even do it, dude. Where's the Jugulus, dude? Dude, what is this guy gonna do when I just hit him in the face? That guy's like, that's the wrong Urshi. Hey Flapple, how's it going, buddy? How goes it? Hey. How goes it? How goes it, Flapple? Are you looking for a good time? I know I am. Let's see what happens here. I wonder if they have like Fairy Terra Flapple. I've thought about that before. It's probably not going to be Fairy Terra, right? What Terra would it be? Fire? Steel? Pivoting? Who wants this smoke? Ninetales doesn't want this smoke. Neither does Brian, actually. Brian, you don't want this. This isn't what you chose. Gravity? I don't care. Thunder Wave. It's fine. Thunder Wave. I didn't even know Sableye got Thunder Wave. Show of hands. Yo, thank you for the follow. Did you know Sableye got Thunder Wave? I didn't. I did not know that. I know it gets Wisp, but T-Wave was not on the menu. Let's see what they want to do. They have Encore here. I don't want to get Encored or disabled. They do outspeed me now, so if they wanted to Encore my Torn, we're going to let that happen. I ain't doing anything else today. They shouldn't really Encore the Torn, because like one of Torn's most common items would be something like Mentaler, but let's see if they want to be a bully. They do have the Encore. Hey, I would love to see myself get fully paralyzed, so they don't even know. Double Tailwind. Yo, she can be twice the speed. All right, let's see what Brian's doing. Drain Punch. Yo, TY. All right, so they're going to Thunder Wave here. Do I care? Don't care. Nope. Don't care. You can, yeah, you can Thunder Wave this Flutter. We were stacked. They're going to go like Thunder Wave, what, like Thunder Wave Heavy Slam? They're just going to get melted, bro. So they should Encore. They should Thunder Wave. They probably have Gravity, which means they probably don't have any attacks. It's probably Disable. Oh, Brian's popping off. Or is it Sableye? Who is it? What is the strat here? Fire Terra. It's cool. That Wicked Blow is going to be popping off in a couple turns. Thunder Wave Flutter. Yeah, go nuts. Like, ain't no one stopping you, bro. This is all you. No, paralyzed? Come on, dude. Wild Charge in the Flutter? Go nuts. Cool. Sashes up. I'm gonna do the same exact thing. Yeah, because now you're, like, now you just die to this. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do to Urshifu, bro? You gonna try and Thunder Wave Urshifu too? He's like, that's the wrong Urshifu. It's not supposed to be the dark one. It's supposed to be the water one. Let's go. Oh my gosh. You're not supposed to just one-shot Iron Hands with a physical attack. But we did. We did. We be doing it out here. He's attacking us with that Sableye too. D-Gleam. You have the Roselia Berry. Single target D-Gleam though. Almost enough. That's heavy Spadef investment. Good play. Do you have Foul Play here? Foul Play. Good play. So we see Foul Play. Oh, they went for Flutter. That's wrong targeting, bro. Because now you just open up a spot for me to bring out my Torn and Tailwind, which means, like, dude, we're in a good spot. Yeah. I might just Bleak Wind. I'm not scared of your Ninetales. I'm, like, really not scared of your Ninetales. I'm going to Tailwind again. And screw this Flapple. Gravity. Yo, TY, my guy. Here we go. Here we go. I'm falling from the sky. Tailwind does go up, which means even the fastest of Flapples aren't going to hold a candle to my boy Urshifu. Oh my gosh. Oko City. And then all we need to do is swap this Urshi out, re-bring it back in, click the Poison Terra, one-shot the Ninetales in the back if that's their last Mom, which they should have brought out last turn. Bundle. Cool. Do we one-shot this thing? I'm curious. I don't want to get doubled into it, like... I'm gonna click Bleak Wind. If you want to go after those things, like, be my guest. This should just KO everything. Ugh! Hydro Pump. Go nuts! You got specs? You might. Oh, not enough. And you're foul playing. See, you're not encoring, because you wanted, you thought it'd be different. You thought it'd be different out here. And so you're like, yo, I'm gonna foul play this Urshi, which I wanted you to not do that, right? I wanted you to not do that. So I Bleak Wind these! And we take those wins all the way to the bank. And that's what we like to see. Dude, it's just that easy. That's what you get for trying to use Jugulus. Didn't even bring it. Probably should have brought it. So against something like this, I would say that Tornadus is probably really good. Just because Tornadus is not fake outable, and they have 2 fake outs. Then we need to bring something to punish Kingambit. They know that, so they might be bringing something to punish us. If I go like this, what happens there? They go Tornadus. I'm going to try these two. I think this could actually be really good. I'm then going to bring my bundle in the back, and then I'm going to bring my Urshi. I don't think Urshi's amazing here, but I think I'm going to try it. I'm trying to feature Vivillon, though. I think a late game Vivillon could be really valuable. So let's use that instead of bundle, which might end up being really, really bad. But we're going to try and feature Vivillon. It's always so funny, you know, for someone that streams this game every day. I think the only thing that ever makes me mad, it's not even losing. It's like losing to something that's done like suboptimally. It's like, bro, why didn't you, like, if you're good enough to win, why didn't you just do it the right way? Does anyone else relate to that? Or is that just something that is with me? You know, for example, like this Kingambit has like so much good board state. All it needs to do is terrestrialize away and losing its 4 times fighting weakness. And then like and then it would just probably be able to wall me. So like if it were to terrestrialize normal and then somehow like crit me, or the game would go in from there and it only has a 2 times fighting weakness, that'd be so weird. Like there'd be no world where like normal Terra Kingambit would ever really be viable. But of course that would be the thing that we're fighting today. I'm going to... Dude, I'm clicking it. Let's go. Fake out. Hey, I'm not wasting a Terra. You could do whatever you want. I don't care. Please don't Defiant proc this Kingambit. At least it didn't Terra normal, right? Okay, good. No stat drop. No stat drop. We're golden. Whew. 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 All right, they're going to go after my Tornadus this next turn. And I don't care all that much. I'm actually clicking this, dude. I'm actually going to be gaming out here. We're going to click the big protect button because we don't need to just die yet. And we're clicking the belly drum because they're going to go like Fire Terra or something. And I don't really care. I don't care. You got another fake out here. Gothel coming in here. That's great. Who you fake out? Now you're going to be faking out Brian next turn, right? Good cycle. Are they... who are they going after this turn? They have to be going after Torn. No, they don't go after anyone. So the only thing that happened this turn was like we got an absolutely massive belly drum. And you could fake out that slot. You totally can. No one's saying that you can't. I'm saying that you can't, but like no one else is. Do they have Ghost Terra Gambit? Note that we still haven't even set the tailwind yet. We're just vibing. We're just chilling. I'm gonna set the tailwind this turn. And they're gonna be able to click fake out into our Iron Hands. There's nothing I can do about that. Hopefully they don't Oko me with something stupid. They're thinking though. Dude, we got them thinking out here. Are they gonna make a read? Alright, they're taking out the Brian. Okay, cool, cool. Tailwind's up. Not bad, not bad. There's the flinch. And who you hitting? Corto Cleave into Torn? Nice. Cool. Ignore Brian. Please ignore Brian. He needs to be ignored for long periods of time. Now, they still haven't Terra'd yet, so like I could bring out Urshi. I think about Urshi. And I could pin the Goth, but I think I'm going to bring out the Vivillon. And I think what I'm going to do is actually just Sleep Powder the Kingambit and Thunder Punch the, yeah. I think that's probably a better play. Because I think Kingambit's going to protect, and they're going to like want to do something to bring in like Rilla to have a fake out pin. But then both of my Mons check this Kingambit here. And what does Kingambit probably want to do against the Vivillon? Probably something like a... Cool, that's going to be Rillaboom, right? He probably wants to Sucker Punch. Is it Frank Vivillon? No, we're Compound Dice. No, they're probably going to die still, even though they're... There's the Protect here. Cool. Yeah, we haven't really lost anything by that. And then when they bring out the Goth next turn, both of their Mons, if we do get the KO, they can't just... They can't fake out both of my Mons. And both of my Mons have moves that like check the Gambit in some way. Nice. Yeah, so that's one fake out pin down. Cool. Yeah, this is the same set that I've used for years whenever I play Vivillon. Flutter. And then they don't know. Their booster? I'm still faster than you? I'm still faster than you. Oh, they got special attack. I'm way faster than you, bro. I'm like Speedy Gonzalez level faster than you. You're probably going to swap that out for Goth, so I'm just going to kill it. Cool. Let's go. Vivillon action. Unless I miss my Compound Eyes boosted 97.8% chance Sleep Powder. Here's the Terra. Are you going Ghost Terra Gambit? Is it finally time for the normal Terra Gambit, or is it the Grass Terra Flutter Mane? It's Gambit! Please don't be normal. Alright, it's fire. I was gonna be like, dude, there's something weird happening. I know there is. I know you got something churning over there. Now let's see if it's enough. Sucker Punch into the hands. Decent damage, but not decent enough. We hit our Sleep Powder. Flutter. Good night, good fight. And then this Gambit's about to be going down. Full to count. Flutter Mane is not using Trick Room because it's moving before Iron Hands. And T-Punch. And the reason we T-Punched there, as opposed to Drain Punch, which would have been great, was just because we didn't want them to pivot in Goth. And so now the play that I'm going to do is Sleep Powder the Goth and Thunder Punch the Flutter Mane. And as long as we don't get a one-turn sleep, we're fine. Even if we do get even if, like, for some reason they, like, fake out the Iron Hands, they're just going to eat a Sleep Powder and be, like, completely useless. And then something like a Terastallized Urshifu in the back should be able to clean up the game. Or should I just go normal Terra Vivillon? Alright. Cool. Fake out Vivillon, huh? Faking out Vivillon! No, never lucky. Vivillon flinches. We get a one-turn sleep? No, we don't. We have multiple turns of sleep. T-Punch Ds. And we already know your booster, so you boost and done. This person's probably like, how did I lose? How did you lose, indeed? You should have had normal Terra Kingambit. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. And we take these wins all the way to the bank. Unless they're, like, they shouldn't be goggles, but, like, it doesn't matter. Iron Hands is going to come in hot, and we take those wins all the way to the bank. All right, Water Pawn. They're going to bring that because they think that we have Water Urshi, right? And we don't. So we need to play around that. We also need to play around Fardraff. I think there's nothing really wrong with leading Urshi and Vivillon. You can't fake out both. That's like the whole thing about this. Like, bro, you cannot fake out both of these. You can only fake out one. Something's happening. And if you Trick Room me, if you dare, we got the Flutter. We don't care. Bring Brian Hands. Let's go. Let's go. Lots of Fardraff today. Is that just me? It feels like there's a lot. Guys, what is everyone's favorite Vivillon form? I think my favorite form, believe it or not, is the fancy form, the base form in Paldea that you can just catch in the wild. I think that actually is my favorite Vivillon form. It was the original event Vivillon from X and Y. I also like the Pokeball one, and then there's the one that I'm using in this team, which is the base Vivillon form from X and Y. But there's like a bunch of different Vivillon forms. And I think Vivillon's just like a really, really good Pokemon. A lot of people like to use it with Friend Guard. I still think Compound Eyes is better. I basically just see this as like a Butterfree that is just like a little bit faster, a little bit stronger. And that's basically it. So again, you can only fake out one of these. So if I double into your Fardraff, as long as it's not Goggles or Grass Terra, you're taking... Dude, I should just do this, bro. You can't stop... No, I'm not making that deep of a read. If we saw the open team sheet and saw it had Grass Terra, I would, but, like, we're good. To be completely fair, if they are Goggles, they're fake out in the Urshifu, but, like, what if I went Ghost? What if I went Ghost Terra? What if my Vivillon had Covert Cloak? Oh, they're freaking Goggles, dude. We know this. We know this. Oh, we got nothing. You got Lumberry? You got that Lum? Do you think Dream Eating teams are too deep? Definitely too deep. Way too deep. Not even like the smallest percent viable in my opinion. I know it sucks. But like you could just use like a Flutter Mane and just kill them, right? All right, we need to get that guy off the board. Yeet. And we'll bring this Vivillon out in a little bit. We'll get a fake out pin ready to go. So we're gonna be threatening to pin their Fardraff here, and they're gonna have a fake out pin once that thing's gone. And if they want to swap out the Rilla, like, that's fine. What, did they just, like, not think we were going to click Sleep Powder? Like, what else would a Vivillon do? But they think I was going to click Tailwind? Hurricane, bro? They might be thinking I'm Hurricane this time. They might swap that Rilla out for like a Heatran. I don't really care. We are swapping out first because we're Choice Scarf for the fastest thing on the board. 89 base speed, Timid Nature with a Choice Scarf. Iron Hands popping in on the board here. And no Terra. Goodbye. So now I can use my priority moves, like Fake Out. And let's see what this Rill is doing. Is it U-turn? Or is it just like a Wood Hammer? Wood Hammer. Hey, good job. We are within range for Glide, but we have the Fake Out pin next turn. So if we Fake Out pin and get a second tick of that like good old-fashioned grassy terrain, we should be able to not die to a Grassy Glide. We can also Poison Terra to not die to the Grassy Glide. It's their Urshi. I'm going to do this. This is probably wrong. I'm going to go Poison Terra. The reason is we want to take limited damage from the Grassy Glide. We're going to Wicked Blow, because remember we're Choice Band, we have to use Wicked Blow. Into that Rilla, just get it off the board. Fake out their Urshifu. The only thing that they really have that stops this is like a Ghost Terra and or Covert Cloak. But I think that like this is probably a pretty good enough play to hopefully deal with what they're doing here. Again, we don't want to get KO'd by that Grassy Glide. I even think a crit Grassy Glide probably wouldn't do it here. Poison Terra is a pretty good defensive Terra on Urshi. And we're seeing them Terrastalize. Do they have Ghost? Are they actually that good? Oh, they're going Rilla. What is this? Grass Terra Rilla. Yo, they're trying to get the Grassy Glide KO. Go nuts, Chuck. Throw that Terra in the dumpster. Fake out in their Urshi. I want to see if they flinch before we do. That would tell us if they're Jolly or Adamant. No, that means we were just faster than them. Well, actually, we won't know yet. Sorry. 20. We hold on by a thread. And then they flinch before we do. That means they might still be Scarfed, which is really, really important. We're going to Oko their Rillaboom here. And then the good thing about going for that Fake Out there is like some common items on things like Urshifu Water are things like Mystic Water, but you also see a lot of Scarf, and you also see, they also restore health again, so that might be them winning another potential speed tie. We're Adamant, we're not Jolly, they could still totally just be Jolly, but I think they're giving off big Scarfed vibes, or Sash Jolly, and either way, Brian Hand just comes in hot versus those. So what we want to do here is probably just swap this thing. No, we don't even need to swap, we can just chill. We can just chill. We're going to force that Flutter to stay honest so they can't just nuke our Iron Hands, and we're going to go for just a Thunder Punch into that Urshifu. Surging Strikes is absolutely fine. I'm really happy that Surging Strikes actually went into that slot. I don't think... Actually, Flutter might be able to Oko Iron Hands. We don't have Vest. If they're Specs Moonblast, I'm a little bit of a sad guy over here. Oh, dude, so much damage, bro. That's a lot of damage. Last time I checked, that's so much damage. All right, good play. Good play. Specs Flutter. First time, huh? Ooh. All right, so the Urshifu also went before their Flutter, so it is Scarfed. It is Scarfed. Scarf Urshi. Specs Flutter. Is there any way that we would be able to win from here? I think we outspeed their Flutter. We don't know if they're Scarf how fast they are either, if they're Adamant. I think if they're Adamant Scarfed, we do have shots to win this. We go Shadow Ball there, which won't KO, but it'll do a lot. And I think you have to just Hurricane the Urshi, because you can't lock into Sleep Powder. Because if they KO our Flutter somehow, that might be not right. Yep. If they're Adamant Scarf, they are Adamant Scarf! Why don't you Adamant D's, bro? Timid Vivillon, 89 base speed. Just enough to outspeed those Scarf Adamant Urshis. And then we obviously are going to outspeed their Flutter here, because we're a full Timid Flutter. And then, yeah, you can Moonblast one of these with your Specs Flutter, but that ain't it. That ain't it. And even if you were like Timid Specs Scarf, oh, we got a Sash. So we're going to take those wins. We're going to take those wins all the way to the bank, dude. Vivillon putting on a clinic out here on how to destroy the meta. Battle was canceled, wins going up. Vivillon that's not a Roaring Moon, that's a Salamence. I don't know if they know that. I'm kidding, they obviously do. I think that team like top cuts something. Is this Trick Room Flutter? I hope not. Do I care? I don't care. I mean, what are they going to do if I just lead, like, Brian I could lead Brian, Vivillon, fake out. I think that's just a good lead. We're gonna try that. We're gonna try this. And then I don't know if I want which one of these in the back. I don't think either of them are particularly good, and I don't really have the speed control to make either of them really good. Got points even though I didn't prepare super hard. Dropped a team report on my channel. Yo, I can go check it out if you want. I can go check that out after the stream. I need to do a better job about like interacting with like the other members of the community. You know, I always just kind of wait for people to force me to interact with stuff, and then I don't. I'm just not on Twitter enough, you know? Cool. So Flutter Wheezing. Huh. Is this Booster Flutter? Please no. Please no Booster Flutter on a team with Roaring Moon, please. Thank God. I was about to be like, yo, thank you. Alright, so we're going to fake out this Wheezing because we are, and we're going to Sleep Powder the Flutter. So the way this combo works is you want to fake out the slower Mon, Sleep Powder the faster one in my opinion. Fake out the only one that can be fake outed, right? So we're going to incapacitate the Wheezing, we're going to Sleep Powder the Flutter. Remember, we are using a Choice Scarf Vivillon, and then next turn, we're going to Sleep Powder the Wheezing. Hopefully the Flutter's still asleep, and we can go for a Belly Drum with our Iron Hands. Your Infernape rental is like my most successful video. Well, there you go. Hey, you, that team was made specifically to get those YouTube views, so I'm happy to hear it works. I don't share a ton of rentals, but it's funny when I do because people are like, oh shit, this is fun. And it's like, well, yeah, that's the point of the game, you know? So we're gonna cook that Belly Drum, and we're gonna sleep the Wheezing. And if they get like a one-turn wake up on the Flutter, like, you know, never lucky. But let's see it. Remember, this is a compoundized boosted Sleep Powder, 98.7% chance to hit. So we take those. Wheezing, big nap time. Big nap time on that Flutter. Nice. Yeah, no, I definitely can make some more rentals. Usually I post on my rentals on Patreon. And people that are part of the Patreon are allowed to feature their rentals on YouTube, but I make a new Patreon team like every other day. Isn't Wheezing turn off competence? Oh, fuck, dude, you're right. Dude, look at this. Gaming Toronto strats. Use ballsy? Dude, I would do it anyways. What's he gonna do about it? What's he gonna do? What's he gonna do about it, huh? Nothing? Not a zilch? I don't care. I discovered you from seeing the front video on the main channel. There you go. Alright, so what do we want to do here? We probably have to Terra, otherwise we do get bodied. And we just save the Vivillon in the back. Oh, I wouldn't have made that play. Yeah, I would have. I still would have done it. We have to Terrastalize. I think you do. Yeah, you want to hit that, and then you pivot in your bundle, and even if you KO the Flutter, we're able to then bring out the bundle here and go for, like, icy ones on the Roaring Moon to keep it honest. Hopefully no Flutter wake up, though. Please no wake up Flutter. Like, give me that good 3-turn sleep. Give me that good old-fashioned U-turn. I'm Choice Scarfed. Can't U-turn. Cannot U-turn. El Choice Scarfo. Alright. U-turn's there just in case you have to, like, abandon strat turn 1, you know. It's also good against Perish. But let's see. Any sleepers? Oh my gosh, the 3-turn sleep on the Flutter. Holy moly. We went Terrastalize just in case. Wheezing gets the wake up. They're faster than me. They wisp me. Aw, oh, dude, never lucky, bro. Never. I cry every time. Dude, this hands is still gonna freaking pop, though, right? We still popping off out here? You still dead. Yeah. Is that Sash Flutter? Oh my gosh, it is. It is Sash Flutter. Okay. Yeah, next turn they're dead, though. So let me think about this. What do we want to do here? They have a Blood Moon. I see the Blood Moon. It's over there. We all know they got that Blood Moon. Do I want to make a read? And just go for like a Drain Punch into the Flutter slot? No, we'll play Standard. I ain't got nothing else to do today. Oh, Wake Up, Protect. Go nuts. What are you trying to do to my little guy over here? What are you trying to do to my bundle? Imagine a world where they missed that Wisp, though. And that was a 1-turn sleep on the Wheezing, right? Or was it 2-turn? It's 2-turn, right? That's decent damage right there. Thought T-Punch versus Wild Charge? No, we don't want to take the recoil. I'm just not a big fan of Wild Charge. It's just not my jam. It's just not my thing. Oof. No poison? Oh my gosh, first time. Yeah, I just don't like Wild Charge. Too much recoil. Like I said, it's just not my cup of tea, as they say. Yeah, Thunder Punch if you already set's great. Yeah, so I'm just going to go Icy Wind here. We're actually going to Drain Punch the Wheezing. Actually, I'm going to Drain Punch into the Flutter slot. They might want to save that thing. and we would realistically get the KO on it with Icy Wind. So if they want to like pivot in like Roaring Moon or like literally anything else, like we're gonna get a double KO here. Yeah. Cool. So this was the board that I wanted to have, you know, regardless of how we got here. This is the board state that I wanted. The bundle does a great job of pinning the Roaring Moon to some extent. And then we have the Vivillon out there that can outspeed the Roaring Moon after we stick an Icy Wind into it. So we're in a good spot. Dude, don't make me Bellodrome again, I'll do it. Let's go. I can't believe I forgot about the freaking compound I was getting turned off. That's funny. Alright, Ogerpon. Not bad. And Luna, so it was there. Okay, so then they haven't terastallized. But like, how much do we really care? I'm gonna go... You don't want to Thunder Punch the Ogerpon. You also don't want to Drain Punch the Ogerpon. I think I'm just gonna... Sorry. I'm gonna Drain Punch the Ursaluna. And I'm going to Protect with my bundle. Because I want to see if something weird happens. And I think we actually need the bundle to be like an impactful monster. Like, I want to see if they go Fire Terra. So now I just Hydro Pump it. And if you want to go like Ghost Terra here, or Fairy Terra, okay. That's fine too. Go nuts. Cool. And if you KO this guy, I can just bring out the Vivillon and just Hurricane up, yo. Hurricane up. And you can totally bonk this guy. Ain't no one saying you can't. No one's saying you can't. That's yours. You took it. Okay. Hyper Voice, huh? No. Not in my house. You can do literally anything else with that information. Okay, so we should just be fine here, right? If I send out Urshi, it's going to die. I think you have to do it like this. This should force a Follow Me, right? How wrong am I to think that? That this forces a Follow Me? Is there ever a world where they would just Spiky Shield? If they were to Spiky Shield and I just Sleep Powder their Luna, I win. So I don't think that they would do that. Yo, I'm good. I had to do it. Yeah, we had to make this play. We had to do this. We have to hit the Hurricane, by the way. Gotta hit this Hurricane! Hurricane! Let's go! Vivillon busted. Taking those big wins. Yeah, and then next turn. We have a Urshi with Poison Jab in the back. We're fine. Nice Protect, bro. Do it again. There's no reason to lose both of the Mons here. So you can always make it so like Urshi has to take split damage. So like you would just Protect right here. But they're probably just going to scoop. Oh, no scoop. It's fine with me. Like, I don't care what they're doing. But yeah, you don't need to just fodder both our Mons. You want to make them have to hit AoE moves as long as possible. Vivillon does great damage here. And a Confuse. Yo! We're gaming out here. But yeah, the Hyper Voice might not just Oh, they actually get the Confusion hit. That's fine. But I was going to say the Hyper Voice might not Oko Urshi if it's a split damage move as opposed to like a single target move. So you wanted to like have two Mons on the board as long as possible, but in this case scenario, I think we're just fine to win. Freeze Dried Ease, bro. Yeah, we're assuming a situation where like they freeze dry, like last turn maybe they got a double KO here, and then, like maybe I didn't KO them with like a Poison Jab. Because again, I don't think we saw their item. We didn't see Throat Spray. They could have still had like a Poison Reduced Berry, and Urshi would have not gotten the KO. So we'll take those wins. Vivillon busted. I've been saying it the whole time.